Hi guys, welcome to Grey Imports again. Today I'm with Rajitha down in Cranbourne,
Yep.
in Melbourne. Welcome to Grey Imports and thank you for having us here. How you doing today?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
How you been?
Yeah, good.
Business good?
Business is always good.
What's happening? What's selling?
I'm in a special market. I love my VIP cars.
VIP?
Yep.
Very important people?
Yep.
Okay.
And I have my clientele. They love VIP cars. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have been in imports for a while. You're a bit of an old schooler.
Yeah.
15,
since
20 years?
2000, Yeah.
2000?
Yeah.
That's 23 years, bro.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. Yeah.
You're a pioneer.
Yeah.
Not many people left that long. There's only a fair few. Only a handful, I think.
Yeah. Only a handful.
So how'd you start? Tell us a bit about yourself. You started, were you enthusiast or were you after the money?
Even now, I'm not after the money.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I can tell from the way you're
Yeah.
dressed. You love it, don't you? You love it. Come on,
Nah,
give me a
it's
fucking thing.
just
I'm just fucking with you, yeah?
yeah. It's just I'm a car guy. I love cars. I've always loved having different cars. And
100%. You know me, I'm the same.
Yeah.
So I hear you and...
Yeah, so you know the.
We just love being around them. So
Yeah.
that's what got you started.
That's
the
what
passion.
got me started, and then eventually became a business.
What was your first car you imported?
Supra.
So you're a super guy?
Yeah.
Bro, fucking, this is real for this time. And not NA like Chumwood, yeah?
Nah.
Twin turbo.
What would you wanna?
Thank you.
NA? Yeah.
So, you guys have probably seen we did a review on Chumwood, who's Garage Apex. Sorry, Chumwood, I'm going to bag you here. And you couldn't help it. He just kept putting himself in a corner and kept boasting about how he's got these NA Supras. So I said, come on, what would you think of that? You have to agree with me and say he's a soft cock for fucking being a NA Supra guy, right?
Yeah, look,
when you've got access to a twin turbo Supra.
Yeah, times are different. I think when he got into the game, they were very expensive.
I guess he's a baby.
Yeah. So
You're right.
Whereas when we started, obviously, they weren't very expensive. So it was
My one was still pretty fucking expensive. It would have been around the same time, man. But I had to get it because that was my dream car.
Yeah.
But hey,
that's
would
what
you
I did,
agree
yeah.
that when you, back then in 2000, 2001, they were underrated?
Yeah.
Hardly
underrated, yeah.
anyone rated them. And I couldn't understand why. Because that thing's an animal.
Yeah. Look, there were a lot of cars like that.
But the Supras, I mean, it's become an iconic car right now, right?
Yeah.
So, but in those days, it was so underrated, so underrated. No one wanted to play with it. But you could be right. Even then, it was a lot more expensive than your 33s or your 32s or your Sil 80s or 180s, right?
Yeah.
But that was your time, wasn't it? How many Sil 80s did you sell?
Fair ladies.
Sil 80s, Sylvia and 180s together, remember those?
No, I've actually never a big fan of them, so I never.
How about Sylvia's?
Sylvia's, yeah.
Countless.
Can't think of a number, yeah. Probably.
180s.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, see, I was the other way around. I stayed away from them thinking that they're too old.
Yeah.
But what a fucking mistake that was, as you see.
Yeah, I was the
right? And
same,
then I was
yeah.
forced to get into it at the end. I got into it when they were only 13 grand.
Yeah.
You guys were selling them probably 20, 25 grand to begin with and didn't drop. Yeah. I tried to concentrate on different market, but I think you guys did well with that.
Yeah.
Really well. But so what's your favorite car then, a Supra all time?
Yeah, I just love everything, like.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
the
just stop-
passion, isn't it?
Yeah, you just gotta have everything,
Yeah.
Supras, GDRs, it never ends.
Yeah. So, how did you evolve? So you started off, you bought your Supra. Were you a private guy? Were you an enthusiast, obviously, /hoon, /petrol head?
Yeah, I would say so.
And was it bought in to sell or to enjoy?
To enjoy.
But I'm assuming everyone just fucking wanted it.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
This is my story, right? Yeah.
And then obviously it opens up this avenue. All your mates want to buy your car for a good price, and then you want to buy another one and another one.
And you help them
another
out,
one.
and of course, business is business. You make money and you grow.
Yeah. So eventually, it came to a point. I had so many cars, I had to make it a business.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. And you opened up, got an LMCT, or how? First, would you get LMCT or compliance center? Because right now, you're a compliance center, dealer,
Yeah.
and service center, or not?
Not,
You used to be.
Not anymore. Yeah.
I think you've
Yeah.
shied away from that.
Yeah.
So you've got a niche market where you sell. We're going to go through your cars in a second. I'm going to ask you your VIP cars.
Yeah.
But we're going to go back to how you evolved. So you got your LMCT when?
I can't remember.
Approx.
One, I got probably to mid 2000s, I would say.
Yeah, so not long after you sort of turned big.
Yeah, I started with compliance first,
Yeah.
obviously, and then
Then got the LMCT.
yeah, then once I had the warehouse, everything set up, then
You might as well. Why wouldn't you,
might
right?
as well,
One
yeah.
shop stop.
Yeah.
So you could probably do servicing still because you still got a compliance center, but you don't push it, do you?
I'm thinking of starting that side, but finding good staff is a bit of an issue.
Yeah,
at the
mechanics.
moment, so,
Mechanics are a problem, bro.
Yeah.
They are. And the only thing, though, I mean, the only reason I ask is the industry's about to go boom.
Yeah.
It's about to just take off with the new regs coming in. How you feel about the new regs?
It's very exciting to see what sort of cars we can import. Obviously now, not having a limit. Obviously there's going to be big numbers coming in, so it'll be interesting to see where the industry is going to go.
So I have to ask, my take on the industry towards the new law has been negative. Not me,
Yeah.
what I see from everyone. And I've been the opposite. I was very optimistic, very positive, hence why I geared up the way I've geared up. Would you say that is true or not? Everyone's been negative, but it's actually a really good thing, this law change. We have a lot more models that are available
Yep.
that we can do.
Yeah.
The licensing system for compliance centers is a lot easier because put on the test centers.
Yeah.
You don't have to get a test car. You don't have to invest. You don't have to sit there. A test facility gets approval. Basically, every compliance center, if he wants and has a relationship with him or wants to do business with him, has access to all those licenses instantly.
Yep.
So under the old system, to get a license, it'd take a long time. So, for example, how long would it take if you bought in a car, a test car? You had to buy a pack. You had to comply it. You had to wait for DOTAs to come in, then approve it. How long was that process? This is for one car, by the way.
It could be, yes.
But one car, I think, took 3 to 4 months, right?
One car, 3-4 months, but testing could take longer.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
well, if you don't pass the mission and so on.
Yeah.
But so say for example, to get 50 under your own license, it take years
That would take years, yeah.
and tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah, more than that, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say here is, how good is it that there's a couple of people out there, I think one main guy anyway, he's got about 80 or 90 approved,
Yeah.
right? How good is it that you can tee up with him and offer that to your customers straight away
Yeah.
without no investment until someone buys?
Yeah.
How can people bag this new law? I don't understand.
Yeah.
True. I get it though. You must be pissed that you're losing all your old licenses because they're worth nothing now, and you have to start again.
Yeah, that's one reason. And then there used to be some control over the industry.
Well, the numbers,
Yeah.
the cap's gone.
Yeah, look, in a way, that was good because Australian market is not designed for big numbers. The market is very small.
Yes and no. We'll talk about that soon. Go on.
Market is very small, and obviously the system is not ready for big numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, with a lot of businesses being very small,
Yes.
serviceability of these cars, especially in Victoria, getting roadworthies and stuff, it's getting extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Right, me being a small shop, we still use 12 roadworthy places because everyone.
Is it because they're busy or because your cars aren't roadworthy? I don't understand.
They're busy.
Yeah, they're busy.
Everyone's
Okay.
busy. They
Well,
don't
the
have
industry's
staff.
busy. So I'd have to actually disagree with that, which means to me that the industry is growing, like I said before, it's skyrocketing at a fast rate when people can't keep up. Would that be right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I would say so. Yeah.
I think so too. And what's going to help that also push is our channel, Grey Imports, because that's what we're here for. We're here to push the industry, right? But some interesting comments there compared to other people. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It has been a shit fight, but I think the new models that are going to come out, people are going to find their niche. For example, you were telling me before that you found your niche, and which is your
VIP cars.
VIP cars, which we're going to go into in a sec. So people will be doing VIP cars, others will be doing Euros, other guys will be doing K cars, other guys might be doing performance. You get the drift. Whereas in the past, what have we done? Had about a dozen different models that we compete with that sell,
Yeah.
and it's a shit fight Australia-wide to who gets the market. True or not?
Yeah.
So you're right. Australia's been a small market, But I don't think we've had the luxury of being exposed to the Australian market with what we have now available with our criteria to add cars to the schedule, or the SEVs list, should I say. And schedule's old school, sorry, I'm old school. The new SEVs list is already huge. True? Come on, that's got to excite you. It's excited me. Right? We were never able to do Rexys. We've got so many Rexys coming in now. Like, sorry guys, you know, I have orgasms.
Yeah.
Come on, that's excitement. That's me, man. I'm an enthusiast. R8s.
Yeah.
You know, Evo 10s. We never were able to bring them. Evo was it Evo 9 wagon, right? Was it Evo 8 wagon? I've lost count now because there's so many models. I can't even keep up. I've got to look at the list every time. Whereas before it was straight in my head.
Yeah.
Right? Can you keep up with the list?
I can't, because every morning when I try to buy a car, I have to look at the list and see,
what's been added, what hasn't.
Yeah.
That's those guys, whoever's adding those lists, those few companies are doing a good job. What do you reckon?
They are. Yeah.
Won't mention who they are, eh? So back to you, Rajitha. You seem to hesitate about your history. So you became a retailer, and how was that?
Back in the day it was good. Obviously market was good. There was a lot of interest, and obviously we had good people working with us, and so it wasn't hard at all. We enjoyed.
But the industry was booming.
Yeah.
Then it died?
It slowed down. Yeah, at one point in, I would say, late 2000s, sort of.
I have clear
starting to
memories
die
of
down,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially after the GFC died down a bit.
Yeah.
But the dollar helped actually.
Yeah.
Because the dollar went boom. So they were getting a bit cheaper. They came in, even though we're going through a GFC. And the motorbikes from the US kicked in because I think we were 1-to-1 with the US dollar, which is like unheard of, right? Did you cash up on that as well? Did you do a few bikes?
Not many, just a handful, I would say.
What restricted you? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to let him say it. Go on.
Yeah, it's a different market compared to Japanese, where you can, trust on the descriptions and things like that. And
and did you have backup and support to be able to get licenses for
them? Licenses weren't a big issue, because
so you could still get packs and so on, and that they were available.
The right people, yeah.
Okay, right, yeah, that's the thing. The right people. So you knew the right people, so you were cool. But a lot of the industry lacked a lot of support in the back end.
Yeah.
For it to grow, I think.
Yeah.
The industry has never been driven by anything. It's driven itself.
Yeah.
The cars have driven themselves.
Yeah.
Hence why Grey Imports is here. We're here to drive the industry further and make customers aware of what to be cautious about and what to look out for when they're buying a car, and what to ask and what not to ask. Yeah. So, what sort of cars do you bring in? Complete cars, or are they smashed up, or half cuts and welded back together? Because that's what people think about Grey Imports. We want to tell them, is that what you do?
No.
How old school is that? The perception, that used to get done, I think, way before our time.
Yeah.
I think it was in the 90s they used to get done. Yeah. I think the laws have been put into place have stopped that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, would you agree that a lot of people still have that perception?
Yeah, they still do.
Don't they?
They still
Even
do,
though it's been almost 2 decades, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the laws put in place now, we can't bring in smashed vehicles, we can't bring in repaired vehicles, we can't bring in rusted vehicles.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why that perception is still there.
Yeah, I get that asked a lot. Every
Same.
time we try to sell a car, people ask these questions. Yeah. Rust is a massive issue.
Yeah.
Because someone put some information in the 90s on the internet, right? People believe this is still happening. And now we have systems in place, obviously.
That's right. But, can I just say, though, you'd be surprised, there are always going to be dodgy people out there. Now, people have always questioned imports with wind-back Speedos. What guarantee do you have as a local car, used car, that it's not wound back? Right?
You don't have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got to do your homework and do what you need to do to check the car to make sure that it hasn't had a Speedo wind back, whether it's a local car or a used car. Now, if you haven't done that, that's on you, I would say.
Yeah.
Right? You got to do your homework. Look at your reviews. Look how long they've been around, and get the car checked out properly.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, is it? Spend the $300 and be safe on an RACV report or one of those reports, right? Or get the guys to put on a hoist and check it out if you know your shit, right? True or not?
True.
But people still will bring them in and try to get away with it. And that's why, again, why we're here. Businesses like Rajitha, it's hard to do. There's laws in place, there's restrictions that will always come back to him if he did something wrong. True or not? As an LMCT, you've got an obligation.
Yep.
You've got a security with them that they hold you by the balls with, which sometimes hard to sleep at night.
Yep.
If you do the wrong thing. If you do the wrong thing. So, yeah, do the right thing and you have a nice.
And most of all, you have a reputation maintained.
Well, that's the only reason you're still here 23 years
Yep.
later, I'd have to say. And that's why a lot of people aren't.
Yep.
Yeah. So, look, they all win out themselves, and that's another thing to look at. But the industry that used to be, I think it started off with a lot of wreckers bringing in parts. That's how the industry started. Which then they found a loophole to be able to register them. And they started doing this is way before your time as well, the rebirths, way before that.
Yeah.
So that was another problem.
Yeah.
That made the grey import name even worse. That's been cleaned up 2 decades ago. That's long gone. Industry's changed a lot. It's grown a lot.
It's a lot more cheaper to get a nicer, cleaner car anyway. Why would you want to go through that?
That's right. That's right. So in comparison to, first of all, you got VIP cars, but first of all, imported cars versus used cars, what's the benefit of buying an imported car? What would you say to the people? What is the main reason that they work and people want them, besides performance? Because now we do a lot of different cars now.
Okay. I'll tell you my opinion on it.
That's what I want to know.
Obviously, like we spoke about before, when there was a time the sales dropped for imported cars, and then we had to rely on Estimas and Elgrand's, which weren't our, obviously, first choice. Yeah.
People movers, you're talking about 7 and 8
people
seaters.
movers, So,
But hey, to the consumer, what an offer.
yeah.
What a advantage of being able to offer a car for a price that's how much cheaper than the local ones.
Yeah.
True? Go on.
And then obviously to differentiate the market, and so why we had to do local cars.
Yeah.
At some point, everyone had to.
100%, yeah. Yeah, I did too.
And
I
then what
agree,
happened to
I agree.
those people?
You're right. Huh?
What happened to those people? Yeah, you know the problems that we faced with the local cars, right?
We just went get up for them.
Yeah, they went.
Different system altogether. Different industry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just
different kettle of fish.
Very cutthroat industry. You can't find cars. There's no choice, right? If you want to buy 10 Klugers,
it's who you know, not what you know. It's not how much money you have. It's who you know.
Yeah.
So the local industry is not as good as what you think, guys.
Yeah. So it was very difficult, and obviously once you do all the works, you put so much effort in to make sure the car's good. We always have problems. Comebacks, and then warranty issues, all these. So came to a point now we didn't want to do it anymore. But look at the imports. How hardly we get issues from these cars.
They are so much better quality built in
Yeah.
Japan for
And
the domestic market compared to the Australian market.
Yeah, we have the poverty packs here.
Yeah, we have the power packs.
Yeah.
Because just like with everything, not only cars, electronics, we get everything last, and we get everything lower spec, lower standards, lower everything. I mean, we recently I saw a Honda Odyssey that's just come into the market. I saw one at a dealership, fully spec'd up. Jesus Christ, this thing was so hot. It was an animal. For a 7-seater car, the seats in the middle row, they go sideways. You got to see it. I mean, this was top of the spec range.
Yeah.
But value for money, similar price to local cars, 40 or 50,000 Ks less.
Yep.
And drum roll, hybrid. So same price, better quality, better spec, better condition, because the Japanese don't eat as much as us and are a lot lighter weighted. So the wear and tear on the seats is much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
80,000 K car in Australia and 80,000 K in Japan. What's the condition difference? It's chalk and cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. It's hilarious.
Even a 300,000 K car in Japan, you can't compare to the 80,000 K car.
Yes,
here.
thank you. And then if you go,
still looks better.
Yeah, and then what makes it even worse? And if you compare Aussie cars to American cars, fucking chalk and cheese, even different level. Because should we be bagging the Americans here or what? As you know, the American serving size of anything is humongous.
Yeah.
Therefore, when they get in those seats, I mean, there's a lot of weight put on those leathers, and it's piece of shit. So I'm sorry, guys, this is the truth. The cars come in 60,000 Ks. They look like 500,000 Ks because their sides are ripped, the elbows are gone in. Am I right or wrong? the
it's-
things are worn. It's like, what the hell did these guys do with these cars?
Yeah.
And they're all the same.
It's just the culture as well, you know. Whereas in Japan, they have a very sentimental value for their.
Yeah. And they treat everything with
Yeah.
respect, man.
That's what it is. That's the
Go
difference.
to a servo here and go to the local toilet. Yeah, toilet in a servo. How bad is it?
Yeah, perfect example.
And then go to it in Japan. You're gonna eat off the floor. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It's like, what the hell? You have no problem going to a public toilet up there.
Yeah, so that's
It's
what
different.
It is,
It is different. But look, the quality, you're right, is so different, and it's not just what you see as a mechanic. You know, going beyond that, pulling a door trim out and seeing the quality of it inside versus a local car, even though it might be the same, a Toyota versus a Toyota, right? Chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
Chalk and cheese really is. So there is a lot of value in Jap cars, and hence why they have built these names for themselves and got a following over decades and decades and decades of building good quality cars that last at a competitive price. True?
True.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, it all depends on our laws, what we can and what we can't bring in. So therefore, we're at the mercy of the government with their laws. But I think this one's going to be a good one. The variety is huge.
Yeah,
and
it will be.
we haven't even started going into. I mean, we're just at a backlog of catching up with things that were available that worked for us, and new ones that might work for us. We haven't even started. I mean, the new law hasn't even kicked in. 1st of July. We're still in transition.
Yeah.
When we finish the backlog, and we're all going to be sitting there looking for cars that aren't here, man, I think there's going to be hundreds and hundreds. So hopefully the excitement is there,
Yeah.
and hopefully you'll get some more VIP cars.
Yeah. Looking
Tell me
forward
about
to
your
it.
VIP cars. What are VIP cars? They're for very important people.
Yeah, it's a different sort of style, you know, like Australia's
Do you think,
not seen.
do you
I
think
think.
I'll
Yeah.
be suited in one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Anyone can have one.
Let's sell me one. Show us your shit.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Do your magic. Sell me a car. No. What sort of VIP cars? Tell me, what are they?
Look,
'Cause I'm curious too.
Yeah, like mainly the sort of sedans. You know, it could be
Make, model,
a
tell me.
Merc, Toyota Crown. You know, they have a nice car. It could be a Nissan Skyline in a photo. You know,
And there's a
dumped to the
market
ground.
out there for it.
Yeah,
There's a VIP culture following where
yeah, there's a big market for it.
is that? Yeah.
Just like the performance cars. You know, it's a different game. Obviously, this was supposed to happen a few years ago. Now a lot
Yeah.
of people are into it. Look at the Crown. Like,
Yeah.
you get so much value on a car like that.
Yeah.
And once you throw in a set of nice wheels, deep dish rims, you know, camber it out a bit, you get so much.
What's your demographics in your age group? Like, what sort of age group buying a male, female,
Yeah, a bit of both. Young
young and old?
young and old. I would say even like the V8 Crowns, Majestas.
Oh
and
man,
like, you know,
they're just
45, 50-year-olds buy them.
they're just luxury in class, aren't
Yeah.
they?
I
They're
thought
the
that
S class level, man. Mercedes S class level is the Crown Majesta, Crown Majesta, and the Mark X as well.
Yeah.
Very similar.
So there you go. That's another model as well. Yeah.
And you're doing all these cars?
That's what I'm interested in. I always have a unique taste. Not many people are sort of into that. Everyone wants to follow the money, but I follow my passion.
100%, man.
Yeah.
100%. I think if you do it with your passion, you'll always succeed and you'll do well.
Yeah.
Because one, you enjoy it, and two, you'll be good at it. So therefore, you can only do well.
Yeah.
But it's good that you found your own market, and you've downsized a lot.
Yeah.
You know, from what I've known, you used to have a bigger operation, but you find that a bit more efficient, or you just finding you're at a time in your life where you're getting a bit of grey hairs on that chin, and then you just want to chill out a bit and wind back.
Yeah. Look, bit of both. I like doing everything myself, and
It's hard to get
staff
staff,
issues,
isn't it?
man.
Yeah.
Staff issue, and then plus having to deal with your own customers. Obviously, you can explain them what you do, your business, and
But you
your
don't know where your
products.
staff said and so on. You're relying on other people, and they wear you down, don't they?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard work, man. It's hard work. I
yeah.
understand.
As long as everything's in your control, you know what's happening. I mean, I quite enjoy that. Just like to keep myself occupied. So
So you still see yourself here 20 years later?
yeah, I would say so.
I hope so, man. Still want to have some few drinks here and there. we've been friends for a while.
Yep.
But so excitement's coming,
Yep.
and I think you're a bit nervous, but you're excited deep down, aren't you?
Oh, obviously, I'm always up for different cars. I mean, I'll be up doing this in 20 years.
Are you
but it
nervous
might be-
about the new system or not?
Not really.
The transition's made it a bit
Yeah.
more comfortable.
Look, we need change.
Yeah,
Everything.
100%. It's way too long. They
yeah.
took way too long. The delays have been taking too long. And their system. Okay, okay, here we go. So Rover.
Yeah.
Tell me about. So this is more industry based. Sorry, guys. Department of Transport will create a system called Rover, which we use as a back end to comply cars and do all the paperwork side and admin side. How do you find that?
No.
Up and down. It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know.
The amount of
what
money
the
they've
whole-
spent.
Yeah.
What is it? 2 or 3 years delay, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and still not right.
Yeah.
It's just not acceptable.
Yeah, it is not. I don't know.
Really, it
It's,
is.
I
mean-
feel like we're going backwards.
Well, we have. I mean, the last extension they did it the day before. Now, all I need to say for that is, did they take into consideration that people that took their deadlines and dates and whatever transition period seriously and financially geared up according to that, what would that do to a business? I'm thinking about someone that I know, which I don't want to mention,
Yeah.
who geared up for it for 6 years, got delayed twice and affected very, very badly. And then how did they think it was going to affect a business like his when they changed the law a day before again and extended for another year? I mean,
Look, every business had to copy it in a one way
I
or
know,
another.
but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
how irresponsible is
Yeah.
it from a department, from a business point of view, when we are at their mercy?
Yeah, look, I mean,
Because we are, aren't they?
yeah, like this
They
is
say no, we can't eat.
This has been an ongoing problem with the industry and the department. I think they should have taken, they should have been more responsible, I would say.
Yeah. No, and as usual, politicians, they'll have a million and one excuses, and whether they're justified or not, we have no choice but to accept them. And
Yeah.
that's why I love living in this democratic society.
Yeah,
It works, doesn't
and
it?
all the people are in the import game. Yeah.
Oh, look, the import game. All the people that are in the import game need to know only one thing. If you've been watching enough cars, I think you know what I'm going to say. So I'll just leave it for you. He knows what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But hey, trust me, they all love it.
Yeah.
So, what else can you tell me about what your plans are with the new system? Or are you just going to ride it along, take it easy?
Yeah, that's my goal. Everyone's
goal?
like, oh, yeah, you need to grow. You need to, do all this. But I'm comfortable with where I am, what I do. So I'm sort of, play it along.
So, one-man staff, or you got a couple of sales guys?
I've got a couple of part-timers.
Yep.
Comes and helps us. It's mainly sales are handled by me.
Yeah. And sorry, I'm going to tell the customers, I want you to tell the customers,
Yeah.
what is the difference with you and compared to every other importer that people should consider buying a car from you instead of someone else? What is there something different about you, or?
Look, to answer that question, a lot of my customers already know, except the new ones. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So I've got repeated customers. That's why I've survived the game so long.
Reputation matters. Yep.
Yeah. So the
So your reputation is one. That's a good one.
That's
Actually, I've heard.
Yeah.
No one said that before. That's actually a really good one because that matters.
Yeah.
Reputation is a big thing. It's not easy to come by,
Yeah. I've got.
and
I've
it
got a
takes
good
years
name.
and years.
Yeah. I've got a good name.
Yeah.
Like You're
Yeah,
a good
I'd-
friend of mine, so you know.
You wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and the quality of the cars.
Yeah.
Quality of the cars. We do right thing by the customer, and we are not here to for the short term.
Yeah.
We are here for the long term, and we want your repeated business. So you come to us, you get the honesty, you get the transparency, and you get a nice car for a good price.
Now I know what it is, but tell me, what are customers scared of the most with imports? Besides a few things I said, or you can repeat them. I mean, educate me from your experiences.
Yeah.
What's the biggest and the most common problems with selling imports to people? Perception,
Yeah, perception, which was,
like what I said before.
yeah.
Round back
exactly.
Ks, guys, it's gone.
Yeah.
Right, we have a system in place by the department where the D-read certificates, export certificates in Japan are checked and cross-checked by the compliance center,
Yeah.
the verifier, to make sure they're legit. So you are covered unless someone's really, really cheeky and smart and has worked out a way to overcome it, which I find hard. Regional D-Reg certificate, and I don't know if anyone knows, a D-Reg certificate does what? You explain.
That is the obviously showing. It shows kilometers of
Every
the car,
time the
yeah.
shark-in was done.
Yeah, in Japan.
Yeah, shark-in meaning re-registered.
Yeah.
Right, and they have every few years it changes. 3 years, 3 years, 4 years, something like 4 years, 2 years, 2 years, and then 1 year. After 10 years, it's every year.
It's
Something
similar
like
to roadworthy in Australia.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
But every time here it doesn't get registered, but every time up there, whatever the Ks are registered. So it's like a history almost.
Yeah.
So you will get at least a history of every time the car was re-registered or whatever they do, whatever system they have there to take it through the process through RTA or registration office, it gets recorded. So in 2010 it was X, 2015 it was X, 2018 it was next, 2021 it was next, and when it was sold to you 2023, or when it was bought for you or whatever it was X. Possibly, if we say a worst case scenario, if someone really wanted to, 5 or 10,000 Ks maybe,
Yeah.
they could wind back and get away with it because it wouldn't get picked up because maybe someone's done 10,000 Ks since the last time it got registered, right? That's your worst case scenario, true?
Yeah, but then we don't need to have this conversation as long as you go to a reputable dealer or
Because there are
reputable
compliance
importer.
centers that would do probably the wrong thing as well.
Yeah, any industry there'll be people. Doing
But with the
wrong thing,
current new system,
Yeah.
there's actually a process in
System,
place that 2 people have to verify and put their name to it,
Yeah.
who can get audited by the department and would clearly get caught.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to cheat it unless you know how to make an original D-Reg certificate.
Yeah.
True?
Correct. Yeah.
So it was still questionable, I think, till the current system
Yeah.
because it wasn't in place. But I'd have to say on the new system, I mean, let's experience and let's see what all these smart asses in the industry come up with because there's
Yeah.
plenty of them. But I'd have to say it's going to be a hard one. And if someone does, it's just a matter of time till they get caught.
Yep.
True?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's cleaned up. So what other things stop you from selling as many cars as the used car industry?
Do you got issues with financing?
Financing, as offering finance to customers?
Yeah, there's not
What's
many
the-
finance companies, obviously.
What's the problem there? The criteria, or they just don't want to touch them? Or both?
There are companies who has come aboard, but only just a handful of them. So there's a different criteria for financing a vehicle because market values are an issue. That's one thing. So we miss out on a lot of finance customers.
And, okay, so what else?
Um,
But finance is a big one though, isn't it?
finance is big, and the insurance as
Thank
well.
you.
The phone call just I had before.
Yeah.
Same
I didn't
thing.
hear it, sorry.
Yeah,
but
you
was
just
that
try
about
to go to
insurance?
like a regular insurance company, and they said.
So who are the insurance companies people can insure their cars with? Reports?
Look, RACV and Shannon's are the most
That's
popular.
what I thought. Because
Yeah.
RACV didn't used to do it, but now
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, so
I mean, Just Car was great for a while, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and there are a few other companies. I can't remember the names, but yeah, there's still a few out there.
See, this is why Grey Imports is here with industry help from people like you who allow us to educate customers
Yeah.
or potential customers. And the support from you guys with our channel, subscribing and liking, will give us enough power to be able to do something in the future
Yeah.
to help you guys with that. I mean, a guy comes in and has 10% deposit or almost no deposit can most likely get into a used car, right?
Yeah,
Same value as an imported car
yeah,
and with a lower rate than an imported car,
yeah,
right? But an imported car, they'll need minimum 30 to 40%, I think, deposit.
yeah,
And the finance companies will only lend 60 to 70, maybe 80% if you're backed up with property and assets, right? And generally, the interest rates, I'll be nice about it and won't swear. They have to be, I mean, come on, that says it all.
yeah,
The guys that buy these cars and cop that interest rate and get shafted from the behind with no lubricant, right?
Yeah.
So I said it in a nice way, guys, sorry. Because I get told off every time I do this. Right. Would have to be enthusiasts or petrol heads or hoons or passionate about their cars to cop that shit.
yeah.
True?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah,
I'm
it is,
talking
yeah.
huge. I don't even want to mention it. It's embarrassing. So these are the kind of things that we well, me in particular, and my crew, Dane and Stefan, and are passionate about grey imports. And we called it grey imports for that exact reason, because we know what grey imports and the perception is. And our aim is to change that perception and allow support for you guys through finance, insurance, warranties, parts, servicing, so on. I mean, parts has gone huge now. It's a lot better. So just to let you guys know, would I be correct in saying every manufacturer will supply you just like they supply used cars, brand new, off the shelf, as long as you have a system in place and are a business. True?
Yeah, true.
So there's no problem. If you've got a Toyota car, you can call Toyota, give them a chassis number, and they'll get you a part. Worst case scenario, a lot of parts are interchangeable with other cars, right? Worst case scenario, if it's not, 1 or 2 week wait max. Sometimes 3-4 days. Ex-Japan, right?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. But as the industry grows, would you agree that the parts backup is getting bigger as well? It's growing because they're seeing that imported cars are coming up. So the wreckers are not only buying local, wrecks from Japan, they're also buying imports.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Importers are also getting into parts and specialising in that just in the import market. Insurance companies have found channels in through to parts suppliers. So the old school insurance companies used to have problems, aren't having problems anymore. Am I right? I mean, I don't sell cars much anymore, so I'm relying on you to give me this information because I don't talk to customers anymore. It's been a while. So it's the same thing. It's getting better. Do people need to worry or not about parts and servicing?
Look, these days it's very easy.
Yeah. Compared to 20 years ago, especially, right?
These days very easy.
Do you think it's going to get better?
It do, yeah.
Especially if the industry grows?
When the industry grows, more numbers are coming in and all these, just like the RACV, obviously they're seeing the market growing, so they want a piece of that. Just like that, if there are smarter businesses out there, they would want to get in quick.
Okay. Well, I know what I would do if I was them. But but that's our aim again.
Yeah.
Like all the numbers that are coming in. I mean, it's already growing. What were the numbers last month? What were the numbers last month?
I haven't been following that.
I think 1,900 cars came in last month.
So there you go. So
that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, just to let you guys know, under the old system, when the numbers hit to 12,000 a year, these guys jumped up and down and decided to change the law. I mean, it took them 10 years to change the law, Jesus Christ, but sorry department, sorry guys that I know in the department as well. I'm giving it to you here, but hey, it is what it is. I can't change it. They took 10 years.
Yeah.
It started in, 2012 or so?
Yeah.
And it's 2023 and we're still in transition.
Yeah.
With a few months to go, hopefully no extensions. Because there's shipping problems. Tell me about the shipping problems right now.
This industry
huge.
Always problems. Always there's a challenge.
Yeah, but how many months are we talking? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. That's part of the game, isn't it? I mean,
well, it's never happened this bad before. Never happened this before. We're talking months, am I correct?
Yeah, since December, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and still waiting for cars that you bought in December.
Yeah. We haven't had.
And that's 7 months your money's sitting in Japan, all because what? We only have 1 or 2 people that offer services. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
We need more people. We need on board. We need more customs agents. We need more shippers, freight forwarders to cater for imports. But what do we need to do that? Give them more business. How are we going to do that? Just stick with me, boys and girls. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make him smile. He's nervous. I'm gonna open him up a little bit. No, but I mean, more people need to come in, right?
Yeah.
And I think it will come in again. I know I'm being just positive, but that's all I see. Positive things out of this. I think things are gonna be better. But JDM headquarters, how do they contact you? Don't, unless you're dead serious about buying a car, because this guy doesn't like his time wasted.
We have a website. You can,
What's the website?
jdmhq.com.au.
Phone number?
Yeah, 0499 176 176. So check our website. If there's any questions, just drop us an email or give us a call.
Operating hours by appointment only?
By appointment only.
Yeah, it works better. I
we
can
don't
see
allow
that.
walk-ins.
Yeah. Look, and you know what, guys? You get better service when it's like this. It's not mayhem. Everyone's not running around like headless chooks doing things. When you come in, there's not another customer come in because hopefully he hasn't double booked.
That's what it is, yeah.
So you get the time, you get the service, you don't get disturbed, and you can peacefully talk, negotiate, crunch, look for your car, do your things, tick your boxes, and make sure you like the car before you buy it.
And get it tested. Check
Get it tested.
Yeah, get it checked.
RACV.
RACV, state roads, anyone you like. Yeah, that way, you know, you
Peace
know
of
what
mind.
you're getting. Yeah,
Few
peace of
$100
mind
bucks.
for us, peace of mind for you.
If it's
Yeah.
a $500 car, please don't spend $300 in the inspection. But yes, you're right. Look, you're right. Especially if you don't know anything about cars.
Yeah.
Right. If you can't look under a bonnet and see what's going on, and don't know where the dipstick was, that was me when I first started this shit. No, I didn't know what the dipstick was when I started. Then yes, please get it checked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And my suggestion is buy from a dealer. You have warranty. They are licensed by Consumer Affairs or State Licensing Board,
Yeah, various places.
and you know, they do have obligations to do the right thing by you, and you are protected to a certain point. But also, they are protected from also consumers do the wrong thing as well.
Yeah.
Right. So we're protected. You're protected. And let's wean out all these private people who are taking Rajitha's market. Are they taking your market?
Look, it's a problem.
you
for the
found your niche
industry,
though,
but-
haven't you?
Yeah, but I don't care. I just concentrate on what I do.
And that's what you should do.
And yeah, I'm not worried about anyone else.
Good.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm glad you said that. Private people are going to grow to what you are now,
Yep.
which is going to make the industry grow. So I personally welcome them. I know a lot of businesses are against them, hence why I brought it up. But you played your cards well and you answered right.
Yep.
Well done. So on that note, I'm going to let your nerves rest
Yep.
and say bye. Thanks for having us again, Rajitha. It was a
Appreciate
pleasure
it.
being here.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please press like and subscribe. See you next time from Grey Imports. Hasta la vista.